Yeah, so jump story speaking, I've had typically great experiences. Most skydivers got great stories. You have a beer or two and the jump stories flow. I never tried to distinguish myself with being special anything, but I was a video guy on called Steve Fielding Ways. It's 30 people. This is way back, how quick it becomes, way back 10, 15 years ago, before email, before instant communication. We had to either telephone calls or snail mail get organized. We had a select group that would get together on the weekend, right? And once again, we'd have way more fun than probably was legal. Anyway, I'm doing video thing, kind of keep my interest up, because nothing boring about skydiving, but you're always kind of looking for new disciplines, new anything, right? And whether it's a new parachute, new jumpsuit, whatever. And I just got hooked on video actually in 1973, and I couldn't get enough of it. And I was always amateur video. I never tried to make a nickel on it, and just enjoyed the hell out of it, except for some nights with the 30, 40 people, we'd go to this is old fashioned, had to go to the local pizza joint and have a few beers and reminisce of how incredibly good we were that day, right? And I have a few friends that they go, geez, Don, how come you keep checking your canopy? And they said it so often that I blew a gasket. I'm going like, because I want to be really aware of the traffic. I've had canopy collisions from careless people coming at my blind side, and I just want to be clear, and I want to make a whole bunch more skydives after this safe skydive. So anyway, one day doing this 30 ways, and it was an uneventful thing, and I opened a little bit low, but known to happen, and I look up my video, and I'm going, oh crap, this is a hopeless mess, right? So I just simply go, it's cutaway time, folks. And I didn't think much of that. And then of course I shared that video, which was typically, and I got a lot of, well, left-handed compliments like, well, that is so cool. I mean, typically you got a malfunction, you get nervous and go into your emergency procedure, but I had a lot of malfunctions that's got something to do with my roots. We jump in crappy military surplus rigs. We had more than a fair share of malfunctions. Some I could announce that I'd wore out a flat circular, and I go, hey, watch this. My masking tape's going to come loose on this one. We're going to have a malfunction. But anyway, I had a lot of confidence, and they ended up using that little video in a student instruction program, which was a kind of a nice little compliment. Like, you can have a malfunction and be cool if you're at a decent altitude and so on and so forth. Talking about a decent altitude, you get complacent in our sport, which is like poison. I can remember doing some competition skydives at Paris, but now this is busy the drop zone, perfect drop zone in the world, because now we got a sophisticated bar and a pool and cement sidewalks, and who'd ever dreamt. So I'm doing a end of the runway thing. One day I go competition. I just pull like this, the hand deploy, and go do 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 do. What the hell's going on here? Now it's a surprise because you have so many good openings, so many uneventful openings, and even with the wore out parachute, I'm going, oh crap, right? I got to try to straighten it out or whatever, but I'm being real nonchalant. I'm going ka-chink, and I air out my reserve. Whew, wow, at the end of the runway, and I'm disturbed about this because that's a bad spot, and that's a long walk for Don, which I don't like long walks. I'm in the sport for the fun of it, not for the walking part. They go, and now it's on a PA system, jumper such and such report to manifest. I went, okay, no, I'm trying to think. I'm 50, 60 years old. Like, yeah, right, I'm in a whole bunch of trouble, huh? So I report to the manifest. They go, oh, it's you. It's all right. No, it's not all right. I screwed up. I got taken up with complacency, and that is the like poison in our sport. It's like driving and not paying attention. You're going to get a surprise, and you're going to get in an accident, and you could, heaven forbid, join the injured crowd, whatever. And I go, no, it's not all right. And I criticize myself for being complacent. And by golly, when it's pull time, you act like you're at the beginning of an emergency. And we have an emergency procedure that that you practice. I practiced 50 some years ago, and you never forget it. That's really my punchline on that little story, you know. So if I can back up, looking back to our flat circular military surplus parachutes, we're a wild and crazy bunch doing demos, and the crowd was unsophisticated and had no idea of what we were going through. And I can remember as Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, doing trying to think of the fair park, and we filled the sky with jumpers, right? And our accuracy was really limited. We're pretty much going to land where this parachute's taking us, even though we steer into the wind and so on and so forth. They have some control, but by God, when you're 15, 20 foot, you're landing right there, and there's no two ways about it, right? And I'm looking at this woman, a kid about so tall, and she's looking over here at my buddy landing, right? I'm going, incoming! This is all kind of quick. Everything happens quick, right? And she never flinched, right? And there's a snow fence between her and where I'm going to land, right? And the last thing in the whole world you ever want to do is hurt a spectator, right? So I kind of reach out like this with my feet and take the snow fence, which is, everybody knows what a snow fence looks like, right? But then I hit her with my left leg on her hip, and she goes into shock. Whoop, and she's flailing on the ground. I helped her down, right? And her kid is going like, oh, mom's been taken down. And she kind of like flipped out. I said, no, it's okay. And she started calling her kid's name. I go, he's right here. He's just fine. I said, you're just fine too. Anyway, she made a great big old deal about it. They called a emergency, and the ambulance came and hauled her away, right? And going, oh man, the worst feeling in the world. But this is a beginning of the Parachute Club of America. Now it's the United States Parachute Association, and we're really proud of our insurance and proud of our record. And of course, I immediately reported this, that we got an owie. This is Fort Atkinson, Monday morning. I think it was a Saturday or Sunday, I don't recall. But our insurance company agent is in the hospital reminding this lady that she has no claim, and she's not hurt, that she get the hell out of the hospital as soon as possible. But then I guess she was of a mind that my kid is injured and my life is coming to an end and all this drama. They go, no. It's taken care of and it's all over with. End of story. But we had a few incidences like that through the years. It's worse now than it used to be, but like spectators like, oh, I could slip here on the cement and get a injury claim, right? No. We have and had great insurance and liability beyond belief.
do something for me, which will be helpful in the final edit. So when I say go, I want you to
Shut the hell up.
It's after you take your beer, after you have your drink. Good. Now, look straight in the camera, okay, when I say go, and then I want you to turn to the computer like you're going to do some email. So it'll be the back of your head. You with me? It's a
True that I need a haircut.
It's a nice transition. So, you ready?
Yes. So now I'm into jump stories. I guess I'm backing up a little bit. Jaguar.
Don, I just want you to turn to the computer and then turn back. I'll use that little segment.
I thought I just did.
Like you're going to start doing an email.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have a new thought. I'm coming back. Okay.
It's actually,
We're good. We can wrap it.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. So that's good. We're good. Anything, I'll get out my camera and we'll do some talking later.